For scam prevention, we have had many reports um, from students, and a student has been suffering from being scammed and by internet and phone crimes. And so we want to bring this to everyone's attention. If you are physically located um, on one of our campuses or in the United States or maybe elsewhere, you might be encountering the same. So without further ado, I'd just like to show some of the examples and let you know what is and then give you some tips about how to protect yourselves and what to do if you get scammed. So I want to thank the police department at Berklee College of Music that helped me come up with all this information. That's one of the colleges I used to work at, and with a financial expert who later became a police officer, and then he came helped me came up with all this wonderful information. So in a nutshell, common student scams is all about money. So someone won't call you or on the internet contact you to ask you to send money in one form or another. And there will be rental scams if you're renting apartments, regardless on Pasadena campus or anywhere else in the United States. And you could encounter some fake listings, and some are looked really cheap and so too good to be true. But then later on, they said the apartment is not available, and there's a much expensive one available, and you have to rent that. Or they will push you, rush you to sign a lease or send a deposit to them. Um, and or when you move out, the damage was not caused by you, was caused by previous tenant, and they would use that to charge you. So those are some of the common rental scams. And dating schemes, there's some online dating scams as well. You met someone on the internet, and soon they want to move to email and phone call, and then but then later they said, oh, they need money, they want you to send them the money. So the scammers could be both female or male. They sometimes they use fake profiles and they build relationships, and once they take your money, they'll disappear. If someone tell you to wire money to them, be very careful because it's very likely it's a scam. And it's if you send out just like sending out cash and the person just take the cash, there's no way you can get it back. They'll just take it away. And especially someone you don't know asks you to send them money. And what should I do? So they often pretend to be someone that's trustworthy, like a government officials or family members, and a company that you do business with. Just do not send money to them. And do your online searches and need to review if people have similar experience on the internet. And don't believe your caller ID. Some may say, "Oh, it's from the embassy of so such and such country." Um, it could be a fake caller ID as well. And do not basically just remember, do not pay. And some people will ask you to say they're a government official, FBI, or whatever. They will ask you to pay them through gift cards. The government official never requires students or anyone to pay via gift cards or iTunes cards and Google Play cards. So be very careful. They do not want you to do money transfer as either. And if someone threatening you, saying you will be arrested or your family member will be arrested, do not listen to that threat. Talk to someone, your friend or the police officers. And if those voice recording, you got a call, you receive a voice recording, just hang up immediately. You don't need to press any button to say remove me from the list. That could be a bait, and you could that could attract even more calls. And be very skeptical about any free offers. And do not deposit a check and then send the money to them, so you could end up in jail. And final tips, too good to be true. And if your roommate, if you cannot meet your roommate and landlord, do not sign the lease. And if you're pressured to send them a deposit immediately, slow down. So there, and also search if there's any similar rental scams on the internet. Any quick questions before I end this session? All right, I would like to direct you to our next session. We're a little bit over time. Please go on your calendar and click on the Wellness Connect. See you on the other side, everyone. Thanks so much.